All right, we are live on Dodgers Digest. I'm Mike Nelson. I'm here with Brad J. talking Dodger baseball. As you know, the Dodgers got a big sweep last night against the Reds. We have a lot to talk about. How you do today, Brad?
Oh man, how could you not be doing good? When you look at like everything that's gone down this season and how like you're preaching to the choir and just telling everybody everything's gonna be all right. The Dodgers are gonna get back on track. The Dodgers are gonna do this. Trust me on this. I'm like trying to stay positive the whole time. And then you know what? Look at that. The Dodgers have done what they're supposed to do and continue to win and swept the Reds. And how many knuckleheads viewership were saying that the Dodgers were going to get swept because the Reds are red hot right now?
I know, it was
Like,
funny.
dude,
Yeah.
how many times did somebody get involved with that and say that? I was looking at it. I think I went back and counted like 7 posts or something like
Yeah.
that. What are you smoking, people? There's no way. We owned them. 5 out of 6 wins. Like, did you even think they were going to hang in at all? I mean, what? You look at all their batting numbers, and it's like, well, you and I talked about this, Mike, the other day. It's like their batting numbers are horrendous. They're like
Yeah.
20th in all categories. So for those of you who literally thought they were going to sweep the Dodgers and move on, get a clue, people.
They
Get a
don't
clue.
understand baseball because the Reds are basically a AAA baseball team.
You said that, and you said that like 4 times
Yeah.
the other day, and it couldn't be more true.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the last couple of days, the Dodgers were clearly the better team. Yeah, the Reds had, a good 8th inning in both of the games, but that was about it. I mean, the other
Yeah.
14 innings, or I would say 16 innings, right, because 18 innings were played. The other 16 innings, the Reds couldn't really do much against the Dodgers.
Yeah, and that's really the size of it right there. So I don't know why people were like, it goes back to streaks again. It goes back to getting hot at the right time. And if you compare all that and getting like, look at the perfect storm that literally happened. So all the crap talking in the world when Snell goes out, Glasnow goes out, and Sasaki can't seem to get his velocity and all this jump off the ship, everything's over, the sky is falling type attitude. It seems like everybody went to. But if you look at the perfect storm, how it developed, we got the guys back when we said we would. So full strength on the starters. Yes, no one planned for the bullpen to have all these hiccups. Sure, but it's different than last year. No one planned for the bullpen to be that solid and starting not to be good last year. But that's how it went. The perfect storm happened. Guys got injured. Guys came back. And there was a lot of hate on Sasaki saying, oh, I'm glad the Dodgers got him. They deserve it. That guy's no good. And people talking crap about that. And look at him now.
Yeah.
Look at what Sasaki's literally doing. So all you haters, I mean, I hate to be the guy to talk about all the haters on this stuff, but today I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about this, Mike. I'm going to talk about this.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about it going, man, a lot of people were talking some serious trash.
Yeah.
And it's like they kind of need to be, here's your receipts, dude.
Yeah.
Like, before you pop off, think.
Yeah, because I think people didn't realize or don't want to realize that the Dodgers are clearly the best team on paper in baseball, and they were playing probably the worst team out of the 12 teams yesterday, right? I mean, I think the Reds out of the 12 teams in the playoffs are probably the worst out of everybody. In my opinion, they have to be.
No, I mean, you nailed it when you said, they're a AAA team, and that's exactly what they are, a AAA team. But it's like you look at what the Dodgers are doing right now. It's like they're getting hot at the right time. Guys are connecting. Guys came back. I mean, the starting pitching is going to line up perfectly in Philly. So I don't see how they couldn't have the advantage. The only disadvantage is they are facing Sanchez for the first. They're going to face him, the left-hand pitcher. And that's a game that the Dodgers did lose to him, 9-6. But Alex Call and Kike both went deep against that guy. So we'll see how that handles. It's a left-hander right at him. And you knew that's what they were going to do. They knew they had wanted to throw a lefty at the Dodgers right off the bat. But once again, Dodgers, massive credit. Teo can't be dropping balls like that, though.
I know, that was kind of,
Come on.
first inning, man. Yeah.
I mean, look, thank you for the 2 home runs the game before.
Yeah.
But that's a short memory in the playoffs, okay?
Yeah.
You can, and there's no reason to drop that ball.
No, it was a routine play.
I mean,
routine.
Look at the catch that Kike made that was 10 times harder to catch in the outfield. So it's like,
Yeah, that could have really cost the Dodgers. I mean, it was 2 runs that
Yes,
came in, but luckily, of
that
course, the
is,
Dodgers took the lead right away a couple innings later. But that could have been very costly for the entire
dude.
series.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Exactly. That could have been it.
yeah,
What if that's it? And then they don't go on a hitting spree
yeah,
and get some runs. And those 2 runs stand literally up for the entire game.
yeah,
You cannot make that mistake. And you could get away with it with a AAA team,
yeah,
sure, like the Reds, but you can't get away with that against Philly. You can't just give them runs. Like, oh, here's a couple of runs for you.
yeah.
Let's see how that works out at the start of a game.
But you made a good point there about getting away with things. The Dodgers got away with a lot in this 2-game series against the Reds, right? I mean, they had a complete collapse in the 8th inning, in the game 1. I mean, if they have these sort of bullpen collapses, we have to talk about that against the Phillies. I mean, I don't think they're going to win a game, right? I mean, they have to fix this right away from the get-go in game 1 because the bullpen was not good in this series against the Reds.
Yeah, and when your bullpen's not good, don't be dropping balls that lead to it with 2 outs that lead to 2 more runs or 2 runs scored. You can't do that, and you can't do that against the Phillies, and you can't do that against the Brewers and whoever you face. In the World Series, the same deal, man. You got away with one right there. You can't do that in the bullpen because it puts if the bullpen's going to give up a run or 2, but the Dodgers can have a solid lead, then the Dodgers can go on to the victory. But as well as I know is if you're going to give up 2 runs and drop a ball in the outfield, and then your bullpen decides they're going to give up 3 or 4, oh, man, that is a problemo right there.
Big problem.
Of massive proportions.
Let's go to the comments. We got Roy, go Dodgers. That's right. Craig, hey, Mike and Brad. Also, Roy saying this series with the Phillies mirrors last year's series with the Padres. Winner of the Dodgers-Phillies series wins the World Series. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. The winner of this series probably wins the whole thing.
So you think right here that the Phillies are basically the number 2 team in all of baseball right now, but below the Dodgers, even though the records are different.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say, despite looking, if I look outside of the records, I think the Dodgers and Phillies are the 2 contenders for the World Series. I think, and they're both going to be playing in the first round, so it's kind of wild.
Yeah, and so the Dodgers got to step up. But remember, that was close against the Padres.
Yeah.
That was close last year, and if it wasn't for some heroics, I mean, could that have gone differently? I mean, it is what it is. That's history. So, but I do feel that they're probably the top 2 teams in the postseason.
Yeah,
sure.
I think if the Dodgers get through Philadelphia, they're going to win the National League. Because, I think they could beat the Brewers, San Diego, or Chicago. It's going to be one of those 3 the Dodgers will be facing. So I think the Dodgers, I'm confident they could beat any of those 3 teams in a 7-game series. But the Phillies, it's a best of 5. Philadelphia, played very well against the Dodgers this year. They won the season series. They don't have home field. The Dodgers have to go on the road, which they've had a little bit of trouble this year on the road. Outside of the last week, they were great, right? Won the last 5 games on the road, 5-game winning streak. But now it's going to be it's kind of crazy. You go from playing the Reds, now you got to go play the Phillies. It's a huge step forward, right? And I just wonder that the Dodgers, who did look, they had a good series. They swept the Reds, but they did look a little shaky in some moments, right? And that's what's a little bit concerning going into this series. Now you have Shohei Ohtani on the mound on Saturday, who's going to be limited. He's not going to go as deep as Yamamoto or Snell. He's limited on pitches.
That's
what I mean.
Pitch count. Yeah. What did he do? 91 pitches, I think, he did the last outing.
Yeah, but will he have 90? Will they let him throw 91 in a playoff game? That's the thing.
I don't know. Yeah. That's a whole nother thing. I mean, you're trying to get the W no matter what, but not at the cost of taking him out. But if you're willing to let him go 91,
well, that's a big difference. Yeah.
Then if you're willing to let him go 91, well, he's got a chance to.
But if he only gets 60 or 70. And we got to go to the bullpen early.
Man, no. And Sheehan did not look good yesterday, right?
Yeah, he did not.
He came in like, whoa, what happened? I mean, he was looking so solid.
I mean, Roberts had to take him out in the middle of a nut bat. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that was not a pretty situation.
Yeah.
And I got all the confidence in the world against him. Against maybe the nerves got him or something like that.
Yeah,
but
young pitcher.
Look at how it's lining up to pitch, though, okay? So you get Shohei for game 1 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Then Sunday's an actual day off.
Yeah.
And then they don't play game 2 till Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to line right back up with the big three. So that's going to be, I mean, they haven't said it yet, but I would see Snell would be on the mound at Snellzilla for
Yeah.
game 2.
Yeah, he pitched last Tuesday, so he'll have enough time off for that
That's
game.
Monday, yeah. And
Yeah.
then that lines up on a Wednesday start. That lines up for Yamamoto
Yeah.
for game 3, Dodger Stadium. Game 3 and 4 could be at Dodger Stadium. So
Yeah.
both those will be there. So, and then game 5 would be in Philly if we needed that.
Yeah. I mean, and I think the series is going 5. I really think. I mean, the
You
Dodgers
do?
could. Yeah,
Wow.
I think it is. I think it's going to go 5. I think it's going to be a very close series. And it's going to be just a winner take all game 5, and that's going to be the question. Can the Dodgers win a close game like that on the road?
Okay, so I see kind of what you're going with here on that, and that makes all the sense. To me, I think the Dodgers are not going to need 5. I think the Dodgers may give up 1 game, but I think this thing is done in 4 games.
In 4 games,
Dodgers.
okay.
And the reason, and here's my only reasoning on this, is because the Phillies weren't playing the best ball towards the end, and they've had a long break as the Dodgers have been grinding it out and getting the momentum.
Yeah.
So I just feel like the momentum's on. And look, if you want to, Mike, if we want to dumb it down to the easiest equation here is you just need 1 game in Philly.
One of the first
out of the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So take care of business on game 1. Get it done, son. And then you can move in to the next day. Then you can handle it, close them out at Dodger Stadium as you should game 4 Thursday night.
I mean, yeah, they get one of those 2 games, and they go on the road. I mean, they come home. I mean, and they just got to win those 2 at home, and they're set, right? I mean, it just shows you. I mean, the best of 5 format is like, I think it's awesome because it's like not a lot of games, and it just makes every game like super important, right? Usually we get a lot of really fun series in this format. Hopefully they never change it, but yeah, I mean. The Phillies, like I said, yeah, they're not playing the best here near the end of like you said, they're not playing the best in the second half of the season, especially the last couple of weeks. But they still are, a good team, right? I think they're a great,
good team.
Great team.
I just think that having the time off also, and Trey Turner just coming back, I think that doesn't help him out because he's not in the groove. And we always talk about baseball being streaks and being in the moment. Look at what Muncy has done since he's come back. Nothing. Really, he hasn't done much. He's done here and there, but if you look at what has he got, like 3 for 25 or something like that. So when you come back, did you lose me?
Yeah, you're back now. You're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you come back, I mean, it's not always the best. That's why I feel like it's not good for them to have that time off, and then for him to come in, Trey, to come in and not have a bunch of practice games beforehand. So.
Yeah, that's going to be the question. What kind of rhythm is he going to be in? The Dodgers, as we know, are basically at 100%. I assume Clayton Kershaw is going to be added to the roster for the NLDS. And then, I don't know, Michael Conforto, he's probably going to get left off again, right? I mean, if he was left off the wild card round, that's a big decision here for the Dodgers.
I'm so glad you brought the Conforto thing up.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You're going to let that guy have all those games and then leave him off at the end?
Yeah.
That was like, really?
Yeah.
Like, couldn't you have warned him a little bit? Like,
guess not.
I mean, it was like to the day before almost. It's like, oh, yeah, by the way, we gave you, 162 games to get it together. You didn't, so you're not on the roster.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God. And the way Friedman talked about it was just like, man, that's kind of a slap in the face. I mean, I don't think he deserved to be on that roster
No,
for
he didn't.
the wild card. So I think it was a good move. But couldn't it have made that move a little sooner?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you're him, you're going out to go get the mail, right?
Yeah.
And your neighbors all know they just cut you before off the roster.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Conforto? Oh yeah, I heard. Sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
You're not busy tonight? All right, come on over, watch the game.
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I think he's gonna get left off the roster for the NLDS too. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Kike's got to start. Kike Hernandez has to be the starter, I think.
Yeah, and if Kike does good against Sanchez, on Saturday, I think that he's just earned himself even more starts because first of all, he took that guy deep when the Dodgers lost to him. So did Alex Call. So you got to think that Alex Call will be in that game too as well. So, and for some reason, Kike he can bat 220
Yeah.
230, a whole season. And then right at the end of September into October, it turns into Kike-tober.
Basically.
I don't know how he does it. I think that it's
He
such
likes
a mind
Halloween.
thing. No, that's what he said. Yeah,
Yeah.
he said, I guess I like Halloween.
Yeah.
I think it's a mindset. It's like he knows in his head, and confidence in baseball, like confidence.
Yeah.
Like when you have confidence in baseball, you're going to go far. And when you're like not hitting, like even Teo said it, like when I'm not calm, I can't hit. But when I'm calm, I can hit. And it seems like he just calms down, slows the heart rate down. And then you saw the double that Kike hit last night. That's Oppo.
Yeah.
Like going where the pitch is and just putting it into play where he knew. And look at it, he gapped that thing solid. Like that's why he's on point right now too. That is 100% because he's working with wherever the ball is, not trying to be a pull hitter every time at bat.
We got, what is it, Roy saying, Brian and Mike talk about the Debbie Downers. We keep telling them, keep the faith. We only have to get hot during the postseason. We have the best starting rotation in the playoffs. Offense is on fire. Yeah, we've had a lot of Debbie Downers here on the channel. And I think, I think the Dodgers are built
trolls
to go real
trolls.
deep. We have a lot of trolls here on the channel, and we're built deep to go win the World Series,
Yeah, and those funny, the trolls come out because their team's out. And they've talked as much gnarliness as they could towards the Dodgers. They're going to get beat by this. They're not even going to make the playoffs. So many things I heard. Just funny to hear all that. And then all those guys just, I'm going to just disappear now. You're the one who's saying it, man. If you're going to say stuff like that, you back it up, man. Show back up for the show. We'd love to have you on.
What are the Padre fans at?
Where are they? Well, they've tied it up now.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
One game apiece.
We'll see what happens today at Wrigley, but I'm sure they're sweating it out because they know if they lose today, it's over. So I'm sure they're sweating it out.
Here's Craig. Goes, Emmett was terrible. Didn't expect that. Ray Velasquez. I like what Ray said. Oh, snaps! Dynamic duo is back. Mike and Bradster.
What's up, man?
Come on, Teo. Wake it up. Let's go, Azul crew. Yeah, Ray.
What's up, man? Thanks. Appreciate you watching all the time, man. Then we got Lion saying Ben Rowe also dropped the easy foul ball. Talking about the catcher, Rovert, right?
Yeah, but look what he also what did he have that RBI?
Yeah,
that clutch RBI in that game too. Like,
I mean, Rovert's playing so good, man. He's playing great on the. He's batting like crazy. It's wild.
That's why I say if Will is. I know Will's been hitting lately, but if Will is not, because a hairline fracture in your hand swinging. That's got to be painful when you make good contact. And so if it's not ready, I mean, send Roper out there another game. I mean, once again, because then you get another day off before a game on Monday. So literally, if you had him not play till Monday, you could get away with that too. So
or even if he has to take the first 2 games off and get another week off. I mean, play till next Wednesday. Because whenever Will Smith does get healthy, I would assume he gets the job back, right? I mean, despite what Rover's doing, I do think Will Smith will be that starter once again. At least I think.
No, you're right. And there's no way Roberts is not going to make him back out there. There's no way.
And then we got what else we got? We got Roy saying, "Don't forget we rocked Philly starters in L.A. Our bullpen gave those games away." That's a good point. Remember those games? The bullpen basically gift wrapped those ball games for the Phillies.
Absolutely, those games should have been. With that whole series should have been a sweep. I know the Dodgers got the last win, but those first 2, because you talk about the bullpen, just on that. I mean, then you got to look at that too, because that should have been a sweep. And we said that immediately after that series. The Dodgers did play better. It was the bullpen that cost them.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, the bullpen didn't look good against the Reds. How are we going to fix that this weekend? That's the thing. I mean, unless the bullpen has to pitch better. I mean, it's plain and simple. I mean, if they don't pitch better, we're not winning this series. I mean, at least that's what I think. I think the bullpen is going to decide, just like it did against San Diego. The bullpen carried us to a win. I think it's going to have to come. They're going to have to come through eventually.
The one thing you want, though, I mean, if you have to look at anything that would be so freaking key for the Dodgers to have, I mean, 100% is guys going 7 innings.
The starters,
if your starters can go 7,
if
they can somehow miraculously keep the pitch count down, and especially Shohei on Saturday, I mean, because they let him go 91.
Yeah.
If he could just get the first couple of innings in and be under like 20 pitches or something like that, like 15, he's got a shot to go 7. And I think the starters need to know that. Like, look, the bullpen falters, man. You just, no matter who you throw in, even when you think Sheehan's going to be solid, he'll have that hiccup like he did yesterday. Robleski has done that too. He'll have 3 amazing games and come in and just, and then you got, Vessier, who's like the workhorse, and he'll get it done, and then he'll just have one of those games too. It's like you can't have those during the postseason, so your starters really, really got to go 7 innings. You got to get 7 innings in the best they can. And I'm not saying throw them at 120 pitches, but keep the numbers down so you can freaking get through 7, so you only got to deal with 2 innings. And Sasaki, I like him being that closer. Dave won't admit that he's the closer, but it seems like they're trending in that direction.
Yeah, the thing is, though, the Phillies are thinking about that, too. They want to get to the Dodgers bullpen as soon as possible, so they're going to be taking a lot of pitches, making Ohtani work for those up-bats. The Reds really did a poor job with that against the Dodgers. They were swinging at bad pitches, swinging early in counts, and the Dodgers took advantage of that, and that's why their starters went deep in both of those games. But I just can't see the Phillies doing the same thing, Brad. I mean, I think this team is they're a little better than that, and they're going to be like, we got to get to that Dodgers bullpen as soon as possible. So we're going to be patient, and we're going to get that pitch count up, because that's what San Diego kind of did a couple years, last year, right? And the Dodgers bullpen had to come in and get the job done. So I just wonder if that's what's going to happen in this series, and I wonder if the team is ready for that. That's the question.
That's a great point, too. That's a great point. And they are going to take pitches, and you're 100 zillion% right that that's exactly what they're going to do, because it's not like it's a secret that the bullpen can really blow leads. It's not. They know that. All teams know that.
Well, the Reds didn't. They suck. Yeah. They don't know.
Somehow the Reds didn't get the email or the memo. I don't know. Right? Yeah. So they're going to do that. So how do you counterbalance that if you're Shohei for game 1? You freaking throw first pitch strikes is what you do.
You have to. You got to have control.
If they're going to give you that first pitch, I'm not not picking the pitch, but whatever you do, come with something and come with a strike first pitch, because they are going to take pitches, and they're going to give you that opportunity to get that first strike on them.
Yeah, you have to throw a first pitch strike. And Ohtani, this is his first ever playoff start as a pitcher. It's a big moment in his career, right? He's not a young player, right? He's a veteran, but unfortunately for many years with the Angels never made the playoffs. So this is the first time he's going to pitch in a playoff game. So we just have to wonder how the nerves are going to be. It's going to be a very loud stadium out in Philadelphia. And, Ohtani, he loves the pressure, right? This guy, it's not like he shies away from pressure. Mm-hmm. So you might even see one of the best starts ever from Ohtani this weekend, because everybody's going to be watching this game.
Yeah, he has got the killer instinct is what he's got. And whether it's hitting, whether it's pitching, that's how he is. He likes that big moment. Did he have big moments like that with the Angels? No, because they were never in the postseason. So for him, 2 years a Dodger, postseason, both years, World Series championship. I mean, 2 homers against, what was it? Was that game 1?
Game 1 against the Reds.
Yeah. Okay, see? Look at that. Like, that shows you the big moment. A 3-game series where a team is hot. No. Let me come out, at bat number 1 and take care of business. So he rises to the pressure, and I feel like he is going to throw some scoreless baseball for at least 5 innings. You're hoping. So I'm hoping he can go 7 though. So I'd love to see him get out of those first 2 innings, but he's going to be the key. And you know that Roberts is eyeing up Sasaki to come into that game at some point.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. I mean, Roki, as we know, closed the series out last night, and I assume now Roki is going to have that bullpen role. He did a great job yesterday against the Reds. So I mean, if he could somehow, maybe he's going to be the closer for the Dodgers this playoff run, because I mean Tanner Scott's still on the roster, but I don't really feel confident putting Tanner in a tied game against Philadelphia.
Oh man, I do not either. Like, if you have Sasaki there, and let's say it's the 8th inning, right? Because your closer went 7, and you're looking at Tanner, you're looking at Sasaki. I don't know how, and it's like let's say a 1-run lead. I don't know how you would go to. I don't know how you go to Tanner. I just don't know how you go there.
You can't,
because you can't take losses in 5-game series if you already have the win.
No.
Like, that's ridiculous. You can't do that. And it's like you got him sitting there. And if it's me, I'm picking Sasaki.
Yeah.
What he has shown recently and his velocity and his like confidence, like his, the guy's got placement. He's really pitching good. And people were like riding his butt off a month ago, right? Like, people were riding him off. Like, that guy, no. Dodgers got burnt on that one. Aha. Who's laughing now with that dude in the bullpen?
Yeah.
You better read some of these, dude. We got
we got a lot of comments. We want to appreciate everybody for tuning in today with the Dodgers Digest. We also got Dodgers Z Showtime. Maybe Dodgers should sign. What else we got? We got Craig saying 3 sudden death playoff games today, right? 3 sudden death playoff games. Of course, with the best of 3. It's going to be a lot of good games to watch today. Also, we got Ray saying we were good against the D-backs, swept the Mariners. They're talking about, of course, the last series of the regular season. And Roy saying pray Yankees and Madres lose. F their fans. That's funny.
I'm barely even paying attention to the other games right now. I mean, I am a little bit, but it's like I'm so focused on what the Dodgers are doing that I'm not even looking at it. But
You're not even looking at it. You're all focused
right
now on the Dodgers, yeah.
I'm trying to watch some of it. Here's what it says. Lean says the 3 samurai will help Dodgers win the World Series. Raiderman, Henrique Sheehan, you can tell playoff jitters. They should bounce back. And I agree, too. Henriquez, he had a rough one game 1, and then Sheehan game 2. And you're kind of counting on those guys, especially Henriquez, because, I mean, that guy was pretty much lights out there for a while.
Then we got Tim saying, I was impressed that Roberts allowed Yamamoto to take them out in the 7th. Maybe he finally learned something. Yeah, that was a big decision there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
High Desert Bulletin Board says, love you guys. Thanks for the hard work. Right on, man. Thanks for
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that.
There's so many comments. I got lost. I don't know where I'm at now.
Ronan, I'll rattle
all right,
through.
man.
Ronan
Yeah.
562 says, no Tanner. Agree.
Yeah.
Not in a leverage situation right now. Like, if you need him to eat up an inning and the Dodgers have a good lead, sure, okay. But I don't see that if it's tight, leverage situation, 1 run, I do not think that's the guy you bring in because he's not been doing good. And you can't give away a win if you got it, right?
Yeah.
Tanner Scott did not come in during the Red Series, did he? Yeah, I don't think he.
No, he didn't.
Bring
Last couple games, no.
So he's gun shy.
Yeah.
So Robert's going. I mean, see, and this is the thing now. I can see why you'd not have Glasnow as a starter right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an amazing pitcher, 100%. But Glasnow, one thing you notice about him is he whittles away at the batters a little bit.
Yeah.
Nibbles on the edges and tries to get those strikes. So if you're taking a lot of pitches, like
it's not going to work.
Let's say today, he's not a pitcher you want in there. No. And I think that probably led to him not being one of the top 3 starters.
Yeah, especially with the way the bullpen's going. I mean, yeah, you need the starter to go deep. And Ohtani's going to have a big performance this Saturday in Game 1. Also wanted to say that the Dodgers haven't beat the Phillies in a playoff series in quite some time, right? 77, 78. Those back-to-back years the Dodgers went to the World Series. They beat the Phillies in the NLCS. But since then, the Phillies have beat the Dodgers 3 times in the playoffs. So it's been some time since we've been able to beat these guys in the playoffs.
Yep, I was just watching some of I don't know what Dodger, I think it was a Dodger Yankee documentary I was watching yesterday, and it showed highlights from those playoffs, Dodgers versus Phillies. Yeah. Well, I mean, new team, different team, hungry team, a team that's getting hot at the right time. I just think everything – I mean, is aligning for the Dodgers on this one. And, could I be wrong? I doubt it. But, I mean, it is baseball. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I mean, this is going to be a fun series. I think it's going to be really some good games to watch. It might be kind of like last year. It was the best series of the whole playoffs, that Dodgers-San Diego series. Out of the whole playoffs, out of all the games that the Dodgers played, that was the best one, right? Because, I mean, the Mets and Yankees – I mean, they really didn't stand a chance against the Dodgers. Maybe the Yankees had a little bit of a comeback in Game 5, which they completely choked. But, I mean, really the Dodgers kind of took care of business against the 2 New York teams with no problem. last year.
Well, a Raider man just said, "Are we facing Buehler?" Wow, that's a.
Yeah.
I mean, would they?
Yeah.
Yeah, would they do that? Would they have him start one of those
I
games?
know, man. I kind of don't
That would
want
be.
that. He knows our guys too well.
Yeah, he knows the guys too well, and I think that if Philly's going to get desperate, that's something that they would do. I don't know. Would he be a starter for the first 3 games? I doubt it, but maybe.
I don't know. I think he's gonna be more out of the bullpen, right?
Yeah,
That's what I expect. I mean, I think we'll see. We're
but
definitely
you
gonna
don't.
see him pitch.
Who
Though. He
knows?
will. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna. Yeah, he's
he
got to come in against the Dodgers.
he will. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But I mean, I just think they're gonna have to find a way, the Dodgers, to just get that, take like they did, like take an early lead, right? I mean, taking the early lead against the Reds in these 2 games was so important, right?
Yeah.
They were of course down yesterday, but then they came back and took a big lead right away. And that set them up for the rest of the game, right? Because basically the Dodgers have to have the lead going to the 7th inning, I think. I think if they're trailing, it's going to be really hard for this team, the way they're playing, to win games, I think.
Okay, so here's what Ray Velasquez has come up with the plan for Saturday night. You ready?
What is it?
Here's Ray's plan. Okay, Ohtani pitches to the 6th inning. The GOAT, Kershaw or Glasnow, piggyback 7th, 8th, and 9th for the win. Let's go blue.
I like it. I think Kershaw would be the guy coming in. I don't know about Glasnow, but I think Kershaw would be the guy coming in. And yeah, I mean, give him the ball, and you're confident that he can close it out and get those innings and win the game. I mean, yeah, I mean that's what they got to do. I think Ohtani. How do you go to the bullpen in Game 1 the way it's going right now? I don't know. I kind of like that idea.
You try to go with guys that they're trustworthy right now. And one of the biggest ones you have is, after the last few games, has been Sasaki. People don't know him, so he's not been in the league forever. This is his first year, and he's been up and down. And he's been injured, so you haven't seen much out of him. So they have to learn from him. So I think that guy is a dude that he's one of the guys I'm bringing in to fill in, whether it be 7th, 8th, or 9th. Whatever the inning is, that dude is on my radar for 7th, 8th, and 9th, one of those innings or 2 innings, because he's a freaking starter. Yeah. He could throw 2 innings. Like, why couldn't he throw 7 and 8? Or why couldn't he throw 8 and 9? Like, you need 6 out to call it. You know what? Your guys are choking a little bit. Sure. Let him do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have the arms. The Dodgers have the players, I think, that they didn't have last year, right? I mean, last year the Dodgers had no room to move around. I mean, they had like 3 starting pitchers. They had to put together bullpen games. This year is not that case at all, right? It's just not. And I think the Dodgers have options this year. That's what makes this year exciting again to watch, and you're hoping for big things again. And it's just a matter of them, not giving the games away, because this year the Dodgers have given a lot of games away. Games that they should have won, they lost, and that's what's gonna hurt them in a series like this, right? Giving away games because you don't have time now. I mean, it's a best of 5, and Philadelphia wins the first couple games. You're kind of in a tough hole, right? I mean, that's the truth. I mean, the Dodgers don't win one of these 2 games; they got to win 3 in a row, and that's gonna be tough. I think.
Yeah, and I look at Ohtani for my pitch count. If you're giving me the keys to the car. Well, I'd have him at, since he pitched 91, I'd put him at 95 or 100 as max.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. And I'd pitch him until that point if he's pitching well. If he's pitching shutout ball, I would keep him in there until he reached at least what he did last time in 91. Because they're getting full on, 6-day breaks. So it's not like, I mean, he's not, because he's playing, but
he's getting a day off too. They're not playing on Sunday.
Yeah, they're not playing on Sunday.
They're not playing on Sunday. Yeah. So, I mean, I think there's no excuse. I think that's a good point, Brad. There's no excuse for Dave Roberts and the Dodgers to not let Ohtani have 90 pitches on Saturday. If he's pitching well, of course. I mean, if he's giving up 5 runs, they're going to take him out. But
exactly,
if it's a 1-0 game, if it's a tie game, Ohtani's got to go deep, man. You cannot pull him out after 70 pitches, knowing that there's a day off on Sunday. That would be a colossal mistake. It would be a really bad mistake, I think.
And especially if you're not hitting it. It's one thing if you have, a cushion, a 4-run lead or something, and it's 4-0 Dodgers. But remember, Sanchez only gave up 7 hits in 7 innings. So he only gave up hit each inning against the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game. Yeah.
His ERA for the regular season, 2.50. So he's a
That's
solid
really good,
lefty.
man. Yeah.
212 strikeouts out of 202 innings, a 106 whip. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy can pitch, and the Dodgers need to get to the bullpen quicker for Philly too as well, because they want to get through him, that's for sure. But Kike took him deep. Look for Kike definitely to play. They'll probably put him in. And Call took him deep too. So
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I think Kike's going to get a lot of start time right now in all these games.
That's a good
probably
point.
Left field too.
That's a good point, because the Phillies bullpen is not very good. It's always been a struggle of the Phillies. I mean, they have some guys, but they're not that good, right? I think there's other bullpens right now in other teams in the major league, right? Like Seattle, like Milwaukee. They have some better bullpens. Even the Cubs have a pretty good bullpen. But Phillies not so much, right? I think they have some problems there. And if the Dodgers, like you said, can get to the bullpen early, they're going to be set up to win. I mean, they're going to eat those guys up, the Dodgers.
And one of the most patient teams in all of Major League Baseball is the Dodgers.
Yeah.
When it comes to walks and stuff like that, so they can be patient, and that's what the Dodgers have to do. That's what the Phillies are going to play their game too. The same thing.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing, and they're capable of it.
Yep. Ray says, guys, if you haven't noticed, Ohtani isn't scared. No, I can see that. You and I were talking about that.
Yeah.
The confidence when he's at bat, the look in his face, you can tell it's the confident Shohei right now.
Yeah, he's confident, and he knows he can get the job done. Ohtani is one of the greatest baseball players ever. We're basically seeing baseball history. I mean, every time this guy plays, we're seeing baseball history, which is not what you say about most athletes, right? I think that's what's special about Shohei Ohtani. Every time he plays, you're seeing something historic that people are going to be talking about even after we're gone here. Generations, 30, 100 years from now.
We still talk about Babe Ruth and the fact that he pitched and he hit, and I mean, look how long ago this has been, right?
Yeah,
over 100 years, and you still bring it up. But you think about this, and it's not going to be like an onslaught of people that are going to be dual, like pitching and hitting, but there's going to be more. There's going to be more people, because there's always like high school guys that, can pitch and can hit, and then they just focus on pitching only. I think people in coaching might be a little more open to it now, the fact that Shohei has shown what he can do by doing it too as well. So I feel like we're going to see more of that in the future.
It just takes a really special player. Yeah, it takes a really special player to do it. I think it's a very selected few, because especially at the major, you could do it at the college, the high school level, but at the major league level, these guys, they're the best baseball players in the world. And Ohtani is an excellent pitcher, and he's an excellent hitter, right? I mean, this guy at both sides of the ball, he's an all-star, right? I mean, I think he confirmed that. Especially, he started a little bit rusty in the pitching. Remember, he kind of came in, he was a little bit wild, and they were really limiting him at first. But the last couple starts, Brad, I mean, this guy looked like a Cy Young pitcher, right? His last 2 regular season starts, remember how good he pitched? Shohei Ohtani, he was amazing.
Yeah, no, he's shown it, and I think that his confidence on the mound too is just. And now he's throwing on the mound for the first time in postseason history for him. That's pretty big. So, he's fired up, man. We're getting, bro. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, we need to get somebody to read our comments. We need a producer here.
Ohtani can do 7, then Roki to close for 2. I like that. And that's what I was saying. Like, Roki can pitch 2 innings. That's not going to be hard. If you want the win, maybe that's the way you go. Sane Retro goes, I believe in Roki. He was the best in the World Baseball Classic. Almost felt scripted how he just showed up in the nick of time.
Yeah.
Ray says there is no way you start Tanner Scott over Sasaki. 100%
no
Ray.
Way.
Look at the big brain on Ray. I like that.
Yeah. Jeff's saying they will add at least 1 pitcher since it's a 5-game series, probably 13 pitchers. That's what Jeff's saying, that they're going to add at least 1 pitcher. So that's going to be.
Yeah, but is that's to the bullpen, right?
Yeah,
they're going to still try.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can still, with the way that schedule is, Saturday game, Monday game, so day off.
Yeah. Wednesday,
Thursday, back-to-back at Dodger Stadium, and then a Friday off for Game 5 if you have that. So it is pretty relaxed. I mean, for that's kind of a schedule. That's just normal baseball right there.
Yeah. The Raider man saying Cubs need to get the dub today. Otherwise, Padres get the Brew Crew, and the Dodgers get past Philly. Freeway showdown again. I like that. Dodgers, San Diego, and the NLCS. That'd
Oh
be
my
fun.
gosh.
I want that. That'd be super fun.
That would be absolutely awesome to see.
I'll be definitely going to that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. And even if that happened, the Dodgers still beat them. San Diego would celebrate anyways because that's like the farthest they've gone.
I know.
Besides the World Series,
they're going to probably lose today, though. I mean, they always find a way to choke. So, I mean, they actually going to win in Chicago today? I mean, come on.
Here's Ray says, think of this, guys. Just imagine if we had a decent bullpen.
I know. I mean, if we had a decent bullpen, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. We'd be
give us
sweeping
the
everybody.
trophy.
Yeah. We'd be winning every game.
Yeah. Give us
What's
kind of what
let us leave. That's how I thought this year was going to go. I thought we were going to win 120 games this year. I mean, I really thought this year was going to be like we're going to wipe the floor with everybody. But I guess baseball had other plans.
You were 10 more than me. I think I was 110 as well.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying too. Yeah, well, it didn't work out that way, but look, man, the way it all planned out, the way the guys left, and the way guys came back, and the way guys stepped up, and the only thing weird was the Conforto thing pretty much all season long. Kept throwing him out there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it's the perfect timing. And once again, it just shows how important. And if the Dodgers go into Philly and have their way with them and take the first win, right?
That's important.
It's momentum. Yeah. It's the grind. It's streaks. You just got to keep playing and keep grinding it out. And that's what they're doing. And you look at how many come from behind wins the Dodgers have in the entire season. I mean, it's pretty amazing how many wins W's they've gotten from coming from behind, which you don't want to do, but sometimes it happens. It shows your resilience. And that's what the Dodgers have.
The Dodgers winning Game 1 will really set them up, I think. I think it's going to really put a lot of pressure on Philadelphia. And I think it's going to be winning the Game 1 will really – the Dodgers probably have the series if they do that. I mean, I think it's so important this first game.
Oh, yeah. Well, 100%. No matter what. If you could sweep them at home, this thing is done. But one win at home – one win in
that
Philly,
first win, though. I think that first win hurts more, right? I mean, if the Dodgers win the second game, it's also important. But I think that if they win that first game, it really sets the Phillies, think about it. They're going to think, wow, now we have to win Game 2, right? Because they don't want to go down 0-2 going to Dodger Stadium. It's basically over.
No, and one of their top pitchers is out, too. I forget the guy's name who's not pitching. So that's why Sanchez got the start for Saturday.
Zach Wheeler, right? Zach Wheeler's not. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't think that doesn't help their situation if they don't get the W on the first game, then they're in a whole world of hurt. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because the Dodgers have the starting pitching that can go. You can go a solid starter for all 5 of those games, not a problem. Where they can't say the same thing. That's why you got to beat the lefty Sanchez on Saturday.
So the only difference between I think this series and the last couple years that the Dodgers have been playing in the playoffs is that they're finally playing a team that knows how to win in the playoffs, right? Because the Phillies went to the World Series a couple years ago. It's basically, almost the same team, and that's the only thing. This team knows how to win in the playoffs, right? Because they've been playing teams that have no business in the, being in the playoffs. Like last year, San Diego's never won in the playoffs. The Mets always choke. The Yankees, first World Series in forever, and they choked. Whereas the Phillies, they know how to go deep, and they almost won that World Series a couple years back. So they have the experience, right? And they have Bryce Harper. Come on, he's one of the best players in baseball. I mean, the Dodgers want to have that guy on the team. And fortunately, he's in Philadelphia. I would love to have Bryce on the Dodgers, but that's the difference. So, what do you think about that? The Phillies are a proven team this time around.
Well, you're right, and it's like that's a team that you got to take serious. You cannot just we got the Phillies. We know the Dodgers can hang with any team in Major League Baseball. They should have swept them when they played the 3 against them. But besides that, they're a team that's playoff proven. They know how to win in situations. Yes, they have one of the best hitters in baseball too as well. So it's it's a tough situation to have to face a team that's their quality. But once again, I don't like the fact. I mean, what I like for the Dodgers is the fact that Phillies had a lot of time off. The Dodgers have stayed hot and played together as a team, and it's got good pitching, and it's been happening. They've been on the grind, like I said. They've been game after game where Philly got the break. That's great to get Trey Turner back. He's not going to be this exactly 100%, I would think, because he's been out long. So I think that doesn't bode well for them. And their pitching is not as deep as far as starters for the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's not as deep as it was a couple years ago, right? When they went all the way. So that's the big difference, I think, from that Philly team to this Philly team. Although, if you look at the ESPN always puts out their picks for the whole playoffs. I mean, all the experts actually are picking the Phillies to win the World Series. So it was Phillies number 1, Dodgers number 2, just because of the way things are going. So the Dodgers would be basically beating the World Series favorite for all the writers for baseball on ESPN. So that would be a big accomplishment for sure.
Yeah, that definitely would. That's why, look, it's just like we keep talking about, win game 1.
Yeah,
Just that's all. That's all you got to do to shut down everybody is win game 1, and that's what the Dodgers need to do. 1 at home, no matter what, and you will have control the rest of the way. That's how that needs to be. You start giving up that W on game 1. And if you get swept in Philly with 2 games, that's going to be tough to win 3 in a row. So get game 1. That should be 1 game at a time. That's what everybody says, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. 1 game at a time, get game 1.
Yeah, winning game 1 would really, like I said, first of 3, just need 3 wins to win the series and advance. And yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a fun series. I think it's going to be close. And I think it will be, just like it was last year against San Diego. It was a fun series. San Diego took a 2-1 lead, and the Dodgers came back and won. And it was a blowout in Game 4, and then in Game 5, it was a really close game, right? It was a nail biter that last game with Yamamoto and Darvish going at it, and that's kind of what I expect again this year. And this year it's going to be on the road. That's the only thing. So I want the Dodgers to get this done, like you said, in 4 games, right? Try to get this. You don't want to go to Philadelphia for Game 5.
No,
let's get it done in 4. Let's get it done in 4.
No, you do not. You definitely do not. You won't even be able to get out of there. They'll riot. That's what's going to happen.
It would be crazy, right?
Roy said not signing Harper was a blessing. If Harper picked Dodgers, we would not have Freddie. Freddie better fit. 100%
That's
fact.
true.
I like that. Very good. The Dodgers need to stop leaving so many runners on base. It's annoying.
Yeah,
Ray
it is.
Newsom says that. It is annoying, and that sucks. Raiderman says we need a character like Wild Thing when Charlie Sheen comes in the 9th inning. Says, "Up here, Jobo."
That's
Jobu.
funny, man.
That's the statue that the guy had in his.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the guy's name?
I forgot.
Oh, the hitter.
I
Soriano or something like that.
I totally forgot, man. Yeah.
Ray says Dodgers also need to start using Robleski. I do too.
Yeah.
Darvish is pitching for the Pods today.
Oh yeah, that's
I
true.
did not know that. All right.
Now even more of a reason they're gonna lose.
No, yeah, I can't. I mean, that dude's got a lot of pitches though. That's the only thing that you got that I think that keeps Darvish playing is what does he have? 12 pitches or something stupid like that. He has more pitches than probably any pitcher in baseball.
I mean, it was crazy because they won yesterday, and it's like the Padre fans are already like they're celebrating prematurely. Like they already won the series. It's kind of funny.
Well, what do you think about that whole celebration thing? Like, there's a little crap talking
crazy.
on the Dodgers celebrating on beating. People are saying you just won the wild card. Why are you celebrating? I mean, yeah, it's the wild card, but it's not because we won the division. So I think there's a difference between.
I mean, it's just funny how we always get so many Padre fans watching our channel. It's funny. I mean, I guess L.A., San Diego, it's not so far, and I think a lot of them are tuning in. They just like our channel. I think they secretly like the Dodgers, and they just don't want to admit it. I think
they don't because their friends will be bummed on them. They're Padre fans. They would be on. Boy, but I'd sure like to see another face-off with the Padres
it would
and
be
Dodgers.
fun.
I'm not.
NLCS.
Yeah. And a lot of people say, well, how are the Dodgers going to get through the Brewers? Brewers swept the Dodgers this year, right?
No, I don't have I think we'll get past them. The Brewers are.
I feel like different Brewers team. I feel like back then.
Yeah, no, and they're an inexperienced team. I think experience is very important in the playoffs. I think. I mean, unless like you're a really hot team like Seattle, right? They have no experience, but they're playing really well, and they're my pick to get out of the American League, go to the World Series because they're just playing so good. They got swept at the last series against the Dodgers, but I mean, they were before that they were playing very well, and I think out of the teams that are going to be playing in the American League, maybe Toronto, their pitching is not very good, whereas Seattle, I think they have the potential to go to the World Series, I think. in the American League.
Wow. That's because American League is watered down, man. I'm telling you. That's why the World Series winners from the National League this year. Here's what BW says. Madre fans want to get a little glimpse of what winning feels like. That's why they come here.
Yeah.
Nice. And Jeff Roll says, I think Padres will win today.
Yeah.
On the hill.
Yeah, I think Padres, we'll see what happens. I think they're a team that always finds a way to lose games. It's going to be a fun game to watch, though, for sure, out in Chicago. Always playoff games out there. I think that game starts at 2 o'clock Pacific time, right? 2 o'clock, and then the Brewers game, the Guardians and the Tigers game is at 12 our time, and then the New York and Boston is at 5.
I think Flaherty is pitching that game, too. I saw a comment that says Flaherty is pitching today.
Yeah.
But he's not – I mean, he wasn't pitching like he was for the Dodgers last year.
Yeah.
You know, and the Dodgers knew that was like lightning in a bottle. Like, we got the best out of him. He's not going to be the same guy next year. That's why they weren't keeping him around and doing some sort of contract with the guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that was the smart move on the Dodgers' part on that one. And also, look, you got to look at Snell. Like, Snell getting all that time off has really been the key to him being strong in the postseason.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right? Him having because by now you're at over 200 innings. He doesn't have those numbers, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that, and even Glasnow too as well, coming back and being somewhat healthy too. I think that only just plays into the Dodgers' hands too.
Well, we're coming to an end here with the live stream. Dodgers Game 1 will be on Saturday, right? And then Game 2 will be on Monday. So we'll be talking Dodger baseball all these days and next week as well. Hopefully it's going to be the start of a deep playoff run, World Series or bust, like we've been saying. I still stand by that, World Series or bust.
Well, I'll tell you what. I said it in the offseason. I said it after spring training. I've said it all season long. The Dodgers are going to go back and win the World Series for a second time in a row. Hasn't been done for, 20-some-odd years since the Yankees did it. And so, obviously, the Dodgers are the next to do that. I predict it. Brad Stradamus is probably right 8 out of 10 times. And this time,
80%.
No. I think that's good. That's great.
Yeah, some pretty good numbers, man.
So remember, though, as you go through the day, you always got to think Dodger blue. And let's go Dodgers.
Let's go Dodgers.